Listen, I'm a gamer. Why the fuck did I say that? So, of course, every single year that E3 ever happens, I'm gonna be there as soon as possible to watch every single stream every single day and catch up with every single new game announced. However, this E3 there were no games. And when I say that, I mostly mean there's like no new games, and then there's also fucking Take-Two Interactive having, for whatever reason, an hour-long panel, I think it was, talking about inclusivity in video games. What the fuck? Seriously, that was the worst timing, the worst platform, and for whatever reason, the worst looking thing I've ever seen at E3 so far. Why did it look like a fucking Zoom call? You probably paid thousands of dollars for a spot at E3 and you couldn't even afford to. Wait a minute, it's Take-Two Interactive. They absolutely could have afforded something to look way better. But you know what? I guess they really didn't fucking care. And to be honest, nobody else did. Now look at the like to dislike ratio. It's pretty bad. But let's start from the top. Let's start from the very beginning. Listen, I didn't really pay any attention to the Ubisoft or Gearbox at all because first of all, I hate Gearbox, and second of all, Ubisoft is always the one that they throw under the bus and they make go first. Like nobody else at E3 has ever said, yeah, we want to go first. Only Ubisoft. And I think there's a very good reason for that. Ubisoft usually has nothing interesting to ever happen. Sure, they'll have Just Dance, which if you like to keep yourself active, you would... No, you're a gamer, so let me break it down for you what exactly Ubisoft had. Well, they had Rainbow Six Extraction, and they spent maybe like 15, 16 minutes on that, by the way. After that was Rocksmith, which I'm actually quite a big fan of Rocksmith because it has helped me learn guitar, which you know what, I'll be honest, I don't know anything about guitar. And then they decided that they were gonna bring back Trials Evolution in a way, kind of, sort of, not really, but they're also, I don't know what the fuck Riders Republic is. It looks very, I'm not a big fan of like skating or bike games. Really, Trials Evolution was the only one. New operator for Rainbow Six Siege, I guess. Far Cry 6, but everyone already knew that. And then for whatever reason, they decided they were going to say, hey, we're working on an Avatar game. Now, I'm not talking about Avatar The Last Airbender. God, I fucking wish I was. Except I don't think I'd want Ubisoft spearheading that at all. No, in fact, I'm talking about Avatar the movie. Like, you know, this one? With the blue people? For whatever reason, they decided they were going to make this a game. And you know what? I'm going to be the first to admit it. I would actually look forward to this because although I'm not a huge fan of the movie, this doesn't look bad. The world of Avatar actually looks amazing for a video game. Like, it's perfect. It's so beautiful. The creatures are amazing. Everything about it looks cool, and I would absolutely buy this game day one. So yeah, that was it for the Ubisoft part of day one. What about the Gearbox one? Next up is the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. Okay, listen, first of all, let me just be honest real quick and say that whoever it was that decided they were gonna start with Todd Howard, they're a fucking genius. And listen, I know a lot of people hate Todd Howard, but I'm gonna be honest, there is not a single person who is better at presenting shit than Todd fucking Howard. Sure, he's great at lying and he's great at manipulating, but he's also really good at presenting. I'm gonna be honest. That man could fucking sit on stage and sell me a toilet. Something mundane, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. And I'd fucking buy it from him. So anyways, they just talked about the fact that Starfield is coming out in a year from now. Next up was something that really fucking surprised me, and that was the fact that they decided they were going to show Stalker 2, which I was not expecting at all, but I'm 100% ready for. I've never played a Stalker game in my life, but this one trailer for Stalker 2 actually makes me want to play Stalker games before, you know, the other Stalker games basically. More things about Back 4 Blood, which is another game that I'm also really excited for. Contraband, which they said is a co-op open world game, and that's literally all they said about it. Captain Jack fucking Sparrow is in Sea of Thieves. What the fuck? Seriously, I am more surprised that Disney allowed anyone to have Pirates of the Caribbean, but fuck it. Really, I'm just surprised they allowed Rare to have it and not someone that they already own, like, I don't know, fucking Square Enix. Battlefield 2042 looked awesome, but we already knew that from Jeff Keighley's E3. Fallout 76 stuff that nobody cares about because the game is definitely dead. A really cute, cool, fun-looking game called Party Animals, which I'm gonna be honest, I would absolutely play. It's like Gang Beasts, only not. Halo Infinite looked fucking amazing. I'm not a huge Halo fan because I've never played the Halo franchise, but I will be honest that it looks pretty good. Another Plague Tale game, which is actually pretty interesting. And Forza Horizon 5, baby! Listen, here's the thing. I don't really, I know not a lot of people like racing games, but I like Forza Horizon, and maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe. So, yeah, overall, amazing performance from both Xbox and Bethesda, as well as, believe it or not, a pretty good performance from Ubisoft. So there's no way at all that it could ever go downhill from here, right? Right? Well, you'd be fucking wrong, because immediately after that was Square Enix's showcase, which I have to admit was by far not the worst, but it started the trend of holy shit, this does not seem like E3 is going down a great route this year. We spent a year on this. They started out with showing us that they're making a new Avengers game, which I don't know if you've ever heard of the last one or remember how that went, but it did not go well. It was spearheaded by the exact same people, by the way, Eidos, who you might know as the people who made Deus Ex.
I never asked for this.
Yeah, please make another one for the fucking love of God. Oh, but it doesn't end there because first of all, they spent about like, I want to say maybe 20 minutes talking about this new Guardians of the Galaxy game for whatever reason they decided they would show you gameplay and they'd show you that your choice matters, I guess, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't fucking care for this game whatsoever. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I like Marvel. Although I will be honest, I'm more of a Fantastic Four kind of guy. But whatever, okay? Guardians of the Galaxy, that's fine. But oh my god. They spend so long and this game does not look great at all. And you know what? If you've played the last Avengers game, you might know why. The gameplay sucked. Anyways, after they spent like 20 minutes talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, they proceeded to spend 1 minute, maybe less, talking about the fact that Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster is coming out, where they remaster all of the first 6 games. And that was it. Well, then after that, it was Legend of Mana, which is cool, sure. But that was also for another 30 seconds. And then it was another 5 minutes of Marvel, more Marvel, updates to the Avengers game that everybody knows and hates a lot. And then, for whatever reason, they decided they needed a segment for fucking mobile games. I cannot tell you a single person who goes to E3 or watches E3 that goes, oh yeah, mobile games, I like that, yeah. Give me more. Listen, I mean, I forgot to mention the fact that Ubisoft actually spent some time talking about movies because I completely forgot that, and I completely tried to keep that out of my fucking brain. The fact that games are just no longer the main focus of game developer studios. Now we've got shows, movies, fucking whatever reason we've got mobile games, because apparently that's a really big market or whatever. But anyways, they showed us a few mobile games that nobody fucking cares about, including a Final Fantasy Battle Royale, I guess. And then there was Babylon's Fall, which looked really cool. You know what? I'm hyped for that. And then, well, there was Life Strange. I don't fucking care. Dude, you made your fucking game about a character whose superpower is having empathy. What the fuck? I was really surprised to see Team Ninja's name behind a game. And then even more surprised when I found out that that game wasn't a Ninja Gaiden game. Or Neo. Yeah, so that game, for whatever reason, is Final Fantasy? What the fuck? I swear, whoever it is that wrote the fucking dialogue for this had to have had something to do with Kingdom Hearts. Oh, like, I I need a counter for the amount of times this motherfucker said chaos in this trailer. Oh yeah, and that was it. Nothing about remake. Nothing about the new Final Fantasy game they're working on, you know? Nothing. So, okay, you know what? Square Enix might have shit the bed just a little bit. And there's no way that it could possibly get any worse. Oh, God, I fucking hate the PC gaming show. It is top tier cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I do not say that often about things, but it's just so cringe. It is so hard to fucking listen to. I cannot stand Mika Burton. I cannot stand fucking Day 9. I fucking can't. And I can't stand that British lady either. I just fucking Frankie, I think that's her name. I don't fucking care. I just don't care. Please, all you have to fucking do for 30 minutes, an hour and a half, however fucking long your presentation is, all you have to do is get up there on a stage, talk about games. That is it. Why? Why do you have to try and give us some shitty cringe ass performance? For the love of God, fuck off. Just tell me, this game's coming out, and that's it. Get off the fucking stage. But no, we've got to have some kind of quirky little comedy performance that separates us from everybody else. I don't fucking care. Anyways, Chivalry 2 looked great. Dying Light 2 looked great. Gabe Newell literally spending a second just to say, my name's Gabe Newell. We have video games. That's it. That is all he said. That's literally all he fucking said. I'm not kidding. They fucking hyped up the fact that Gabe Newell was gonna be there for so long only for him to just tell you that Steam has video games. Fucking what? Anyways, there were some pretty cool indie games there, and whatever the fuck this is, what the hell? New Blood has some pretty interesting stuff, and Solstice looks really fucking cool. Pioneer. Anyways, this game just looks like fucking Stalker. But yeah, aside from cringe performance and Gabe Newell just not saying fucking anything, it seemed like PC Gaming Show was a lot better, and that, you know, Square Enix was just a one-off. Fuck, I wish that was the case. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. I don't know of anyone who actually saw the Verizon or in television, any of that. I didn't fucking care. I didn't get up at like 10 in the morning or whatever. I think it actually was 11 here just to see that. No, see, I was kind of curious as to what the Take-Two Interactive panel was going to be like, and that was at 12 p.m., by the way. So I was like, okay, let me tune in and see what they had. Oh my fucking God. You know what? I guess that was my fault. It did say Take-Two Interactive panel. It did not say showcase. It didn't say games. It just said panel. So in a way, I guess I should have expected this. But no, nobody would have fucking expected this. Take-Two Interactive actually spent money to have a panel at E3 where they sat down for, I believe, an hour, maybe less, hopefully less. And all they did for that, believe it or not, actually 45 minutes, was they sat down and they talked about that there's no excuse to not have diversity in video games, and there's no excuse to have no diversity in the workplace, I guess. I don't fucking know, really. Honestly, listen, I sat through the entire thing, but all I could think is, wow, this fucking sucks. This might honestly go down in the history for the worst panels of all of E3. There were no fucking video games. Seriously, what the hell did this have to... Like, I don't understand.
Where the video games? Where my video? I can't breathe.
Why this was a thing. This was so tone deaf and so pointless. But it happened. So, okay, that was pretty bad. Think we can all understand that was really bad. But hey, you know what? It's all right. There weren't any games there, but surely there'll be games in the next one, right? The next panel, right? Right? Holy fuck, Capcom, are you fucking kidding me? Pretty much all they said at Capcom was, hey, by popular demand, Resident Evil Village is gonna have DLC. Hey, you remember the Monster Hunter Rise and that Monster Hunter Stories game that we've announced already? Yep, we're announcing it again. Hey, you know, Phoenix Wright? Or, sorry, the other Phoenix Wright? Shit, just Ace Attorney. Listen, these were already games that were out. These are already games people fucking knew about, and yet, for whatever reason, that's all they spent 30 minutes on. Nothing new was announced. And they actually spent the rest of their time slot, after talking about Ace Attorney for pretty much half of it, talking about esports. Everyone who is in the scene, who is in the fighting esports scene, already fucking knows about this. There was no reason to spend time at E3 talking about it. What the actual fuck? So yeah, that was it. Fucking Razer had something, but who cares about Razer? Who's gonna sit there and watch Razer sit down and be like, we make stuff for you to play games? We have laptops. Seriously, no one fucking cares. But it's okay. Nintendo will bring it back. They'll save the day. I'm sorry. The fact that they started with Kazuya Mishima, just right off the bat, for Smash is the fucking best choice they've ever made. I'm gonna be 100% honest because it is the most fucking hyped thing ever. I fucking love Tekken. Now don't get me wrong, I don't really like Kazuya, but fuck it, I don't care. It's still cool to be able to get a Tekken representative, okay? Fuck off. That Super Monkey Ball was also really nice. But they ended it strong with Breath of the Wild 2. And if you're a Metroid fan, they also ended it strong with a Metroid. Not Metroid Prime 4, but still, they still added Metroid. So yeah, that was E3. It fucking sucked. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I won.